Hello, and welcome back to another episode of 5 Minutes and a Box of Cards. I'm Kevin. I host this show. This box of cards stars in the show. We're making some progress here. Maybe halfway through. Last time we saw a few kind of neat football cards. There was a Steve Young and a Garrison Hurston College. So we're going to pick up from where those were. And it's 3 NFL players I've never heard of. So that's kind of a bummer. What else we got? Dave Rigetti. He was on a different card in the last episode because I mentioned that I grew up with a kid named Dave Rigetti. Nice guy. Some NFL cards that are stuck together. Buford McGee. EJ Jr. Normally when someone has when someone goes by like EJ or BJ, the J stands for Junior. But not here. Wow, I have not heard of any of these guys. And Ottis Anderson. Okay, I know Ottis Anderson. Running back for the Giants. I believe he was the running back for the Giants in Tecmo Bowl. Maybe Tecmo Super Bowl. This was 1992 was this card. Okay. What's next? Some empty card cases. That's pretty exciting. Grab a handful of these. Future star Eric Anthony for the Houston Astros. Heard of him? Might not have panned out. Carney Lansford. That's a good name. Gus Pollard. There's not enough Gus's in professional sports right now. Except Gus Johnson, the greatest announcer of all time. Boy, is there a strong... Oh, Warren Moon. Okay. My favorite thing about Warren Moon has nothing to do with Warren Moon, the player. It has to do with the show 30 Rock. When there's this staged situation where one character pretends to be someone else's boyfriend, and he says something like, "I'm madder than Warren Moon must have felt in 1995," and she goes, "Again, nobody understands that reference." And I've looked it up like 5 times, and I still don't understand the reference, because I always forget. We got an Albert Bell starting lineup card, which is weird, because I don't think I have an Albert Bell starting lineup. Huh. That's weird. If you don't know, these are starting lineups. Tim Couch is a starting lineup. I don't think I have an Albert Bell, so that's weird. But I loved Albert Bell for a few years there, so it kind of makes sense. Sid Bream, Jeff Reboulet, Pat Hentgen, Greg McMichael, Ricky Jordan is in there, Jason Jacome, a Fred McGriff checklist card. Not bad. He reached 30 homers for the 7th year in a row. That's pretty dang good. Bobby Jones, Mike Harkey. Never heard of him. We've got a DC Comics Lionheart card. Don't know who that is. Okay. Now we're getting somewhere. Shaq. Just the absolute monster that was Shaq. So... Only 22, Shaq's development is progressing exponentially. The trademark monster dunks are still bountiful, but his repertoire is growing. A low-post turnaround half-hook bank shot was added this year. What about next year and the years to come? Frightening, isn't it? Especially when one considers he's made his 2nd trip to the NBA All-Star Game as a starter for the Eastern Conference, that he's in the top 10 in points, rebounds, field goal percentage, and blocked shots. It's a USA basketball card, too, which I really like, with his NBA update. Oh, and the next one is Jerry Rice. Just the greatest receiver of all time. Here he's regarded as the finest receiver in the game today, which was 1993. Put on quite a performance. On November 14th, 1993, not only did he match the 4 touchdown receptions of Green Bay's Sterling Sharp, he collected 25 more yards on 2 less receptions. 8 catches, 172 yards that day. That is pretty dang good. And then we go straight to another USA basketball card. Coach Rick Majerus. How about that? I'm going to get to these later because those need their own episode. These are Grossout Cards. What the heck? I'll show you one. They're these goofy peel and stick trading cards that I ended up with a lot of because I thought they were amazing. Like, here's Dogface Donald. These things are gross and wonderful and so stupid, and I love them so much. And I don't know if I'm going to do a whole episode on them, but all of these are them, and I think it's the whole set. I don't think they did yearly reissues, but they exist. So anyway, Alright, we're coming right up on 5 minutes, so let me just grab of these. There's not that many good ones. Oh, Chad OJ. We'll talk about him later. But there you go. Frank Thomas, AL MVP. That's a good one to end on. The Big Hurt with his big baby face. He was so good, and that home run he hit in, I want to say, the 1994 home run derby? 95 maybe? Unbelievable. Okay, so anyway, that's my time. Thanks for hanging out, as usual, and hope you're staying safe, and we'll see you next time.